So we're going to bring up Dave.
All right, I'm starting this thing.
Oh.
Yeah, this is what happens when you let rookies step in. All right. So anyway, I'm going to kick this thing off like I always do, and then we do have other people who would like to speak. I always have to start the event with thanking our people. It takes a lot to pull off an event like this. There's more than a handful of you here. Oh, speaking of which, Wakefield Walk for Suicide Prevention. If you haven't liked us on Facebook, do so now. Okay. So anyway, the folks that we're live streaming right now, I'm told. I don't even know what that means. But I have to start by thanking our sponsors. I actually want to thank, there are some people in the crowd today that were unable to attend last year, but they gave us a very generous grant of $10,000. So because they're here today, I want to extend our thank you from last year to the North Shore Hellenic Women's Group. Our sponsors for this year is NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness. They have a table with some information in one of our tents over here. Please be sure you stop by and check them out and thank them for their generous support. Dockside Restaurants. Dockside Restaurants is a 10-year sponsor. They have opened their doors to us for fundraisers countless times. They have donated back to us a portion of the house, and they've really made us thousands of dollars over the years. Twin Brothers Party Rentals, they're the folks who come out and put up our tents at 6:30 in the morning when no one else will. The Throne Depot, for those of you who have had to relieve yourselves, the Throne Depot is an important part of our operation this morning. Hint Water, for the 9th year in a row, they are our halfway water station exclusive provider of water. Sit, Stay, Beg. For those of you who do participate in the Pause for Prevention campaign, they make our gourmet cookies. Let me make sure. Oh, Coombs Family Productions. They haven't been here every year, but they've been here a number of years, and I just want to extend a thank you to Eddie, who was here in the interim years. I'm not sure if Eddie's here now, but I just wanted to extend that thank you to him as well. Wakefield Municipal Gas and Light. They send out 12,000 flyers for us every year, completely free of charge. I don't know if I'm supposed to share that publicly. But anyway, Sardella Signs, they provide our signage for them. Anything that's crappy, don't hold against them. That's my graphics, that's my fault. And Prince Restaurant is also a sponsor. We need to thank them. I just want to make sure. Oh, I wanted to extend a humongous thank you to Christopher's Restaurant in Reading. They're my employers of my part-time job, and they have countlessly supported me over the years. With the time off, today, if you go to Christopher's for a little bite to eat after this walk, each and every employee today is wearing a walk t-shirt to support us. Every year they support us while we're here doing this. And they've donated snacks, they've donated water, they've donated time. Some of their employees are here today working with us, and they're just hugely supportive employers, and we all need that. So anyway, there's so many thank yous because it's year 10, I apologize. Anyone you see here in a red shirt, those are my staffers. Some of them volunteered, others were voluntold, but they all came out. They all came out, and I couldn't do this without them, and they tolerate me and still at least tell me they love me anyway. Thank you. I want to thank all the folks you see in volunteer shirts. All of these folks, they show up day of, and they get this done. They're here for you to make sure you have snacks. They're here for you to make sure you have beads. They're here to lug these walls. These are heavy walls, guys. We bring them all out every year. And the absolutely most important people that I want to thank is each and every one of you. I could set up these tents and I could bring out these volunteers, but if you did not show up, we would not have a walk. You are the most important thing about today. Give yourselves a round of applause. Next up, I'm going to introduce David O'Leary, who is a board member. He may even be board president for the Massachusetts chapter of the AFSP, along with Tara, who is our area director. And director, that's my boss, I'm sorry, director. So I'm going to hand it over to them we'll chat with you again in a minute.
Thank you, Jeannie. Too bad about the weather. It's just beautiful outside today. This is magnificent. We're going to get the walk started in just a second. I did want to take a second just to echo what Jeannie said, which is to thank each and every one of you for being here today. I'm just curious, raise your hand if this is your first AFSP Out of the Darkness walk. Yeah, we're so glad that you're here among us. You're among friends. One of the things, well, I want to just take a second to tell you why we're here. The American Foundation for Suicide Prevention is a national organization. There's a Massachusetts chapter. We're one of the oldest chapters in the organization. And we do basically 4 things. You are helping make possible basically 4 things. Research. AFSP is the largest nonprofit funder of research into causes of suicide and into warning signs. We'll fund about $6 million in research into causes of suicide this year alone. So thank you for making that possible. AFSP also does advocacy. And what that is once a year we go down to Washington, D.C. or to Beacon Hill, and we lobby our lawmakers and our legislators for more money for research, more money for warning sign programs and other suicide prevention information. We're working to get the conversation going among our lawmakers and leaders about suicide prevention and mental health. Another thing that we do is programs. There's a fair number of programs that AFSP makes available free of charge to the community, to schools and to colleges. We've got our friends from the Department of Defense who are here today. Programs and partnerships like that are only possible because you are here today. And finally, just the 4th thing that AFSP does is support. We offer a fair amount of support to those who are impacted by suicide, which I think is just about everybody here. My cousin Paul died in 1995 by suicide. At the time, my family didn't do a lot of talking about mental health or suicide. That's not an uncommon story. It's better today. We're having more of a conversation about mental health and about suicide than we ever had, but there's still more work to be done. And you being here today is making that work possible. So as Jeannie said, thank you so much for being here, whether it's your first year with us or whether you've been here all 10 years at our North Shore Walk. Thank you for making all this work possible on behalf of AFSP. So 10 years is a really long time. Just come right up this way. This woman right here, Jeannie, has been the chair of this walk for 10 years. 10 years. We had a couple of rainy years. The weather always wasn't like this.
No, we have never had rain.
Didn't we have one sort of rainy?
One year it rained the entire week leading in till 5 o'clock that morning. My sister and I put the signs around the lake at 5 o'clock every walk year. We went home to pick up the truck. When we came out from changing our wet shoes, the sun broke. With all this good karma, all our loved ones looking after us, there's no way they would let it rain today.
That's the spirit right there. So I think Joe mentioned the number, our goal for this year was $143,000, and we have met that goal, right? Which is remarkable, really remarkable. That money is making possible the research, the advocacy, the support of the programs that I just spoke of. Jeannie, wait, come on. Yeah. So what we did is we took just a quick look back at the books to see how much money we had raised year in, year out for 10 years. Hold this for just a second. Go away. Can you read that number for me right there?
Okay, that number is not valid, but it is $973,906. We are at 1.1 million, folks. I just want you to know that.
1.1 million it is, says the boss. That doesn't happen without the work, without all of you, but it sure as hell does not happen without you, Jeannie. So thank you so much. Would you join me just to say a couple of words? Where's Nina? Nina's here somewhere. Hiding right here behind. Nina, take it over.
So I am hardly as eloquent on a mic as these three. I'm going to try my best. And I'm going to try to hold together the postpartum hormones and keep it together I'll do my best. Good morning. My name's Nina Brophy. I have been working this event as the on-site nurse for 10 years, and I just wanted to take a moment to acknowledge someone very special. When my mother took her life in 2009, it felt like I had lost more than just a parent. I also lost myself. The thing about suicide is that it doesn't just rob us of our loved ones, it steals something so significant to our very being that we find ourselves not just grieving for the dead, but also for something that death took from us. While I was trying to reconcile with this idea that my mother lost her battle with depression, my cousin Jeannie emerged like a proverbial phoenix, knowing the same pain myself and the rest of my family felt, and decided that it wasn't enough to grieve, but she needed to do something much more with that pain. That's what brought me to this walk, the walk she has been organizing and advocating for the last 10 years. It has been how she has dealt with the loss of a best friend, yet it's also how we have all dealt with the people we've lost. It has been a sincere privilege to be part of this walk, not just to honor the memory of my mother, but to watch Jeannie literally change the lives of everyone who come here, looking for a community that she felt a compulsion to help. Whether it was meeting with families face-to-face during the fundraising events to offer solace or just her humanity, or watching her support those who come to this walk every year, Jeannie has made such a profound impact in every single one of us who come to this walk every year, hoping to find some kind of comfort in each other. While she will never take credit for these things she has given all of us, being that this is Jeannie's last year with the walk, I wanted to take a moment to thank her. Because of Jeannie, every one of us has managed to find our way out of the darkness and hopefully into the arms of friends, family, and a community that she has helped create, foster, and offer the very thing I think all of us feel we lost when we lost our loved ones: hope. Thank you to Jeannie Dawson for 10 years of exceptional service to both an amazing community of people who exude sincere devotion and compassion to one another, and to this amazing cause which will bring us closer to ending the stigma of mental illness and to the eventual end of such a horrific epidemic. So with that all being said, I'd like to deliver to Jeannie a plaque.
Okay, I'm really not good at this. I'm going to say thank you and put it down now. Tara, did you need to speak or are you good? Oh, okay. Our area director, Tara.
I'll be super quick. Thank you so much, Jeannie. I can't say it any better than you, Nina. And David, thank you so much as well. I did just want to mention, for anyone who would like to express their appreciation for Jeannie's leadership, we have a big thank you card. It's in the registration tent. Throughout the day, it's there if you'd like to sign your name or write a quick message. We invite you to do that. But once again, thank you so much for being here today. And Jeannie, right back to you.
Okay, all right, enough of that. I'm not a crier. I'm not a crier. I did prepare. Every year, as you're aware, every year we have a topic that we discuss. And this year's topic, since it's year 10, I thought the journey was the appropriate topic for this year. So I wanted to share with you the journey, because some of you are right where I am. There are some of you out here who have been with me the entire 10 years, and there are some of you who it is so new and so raw that you have no idea what you're in for. And I just wanted to start to talk, I did that part. 10 years ago when I started this for Tammy's children. Nina is my Tammy's child. And Nina, Mama would be so proud of you. You were very eloquent. So when I first started this walk, I would check in on Nina, here or there. Damn it, I don't cry. This is sucky. I'm sorry, I'm gonna be gross. Hold on. Okay, so when I first started this, I would check in with Nina and I would say, how are you doing? And she would say, well, you know. And I would say, good days, bad days? And she said, no, I wish I had a good day. They're all bad days. So that first year she came to the walk, she was pretty numb. She just kind of went through the motions. It was probably about 6 months after that first walk, she went back and she was looking at the pictures and she went, wow, there were a lot of people there. Did you look and see? I want each of you, look around. Look at how many of us there are. None of us are alone in this. So I asked Nina again, I'm like, well, how are you doing?